Good evening, good night, wherever you might be in the world. So just chill here for a minute, just wait for everyone else to join us. It's Ozman Collect 63 here, being your host. We'll do the official intro in a second when everyone turns up. So far, it's just me, all by myself. That's okay. Give me a chance to go over my notes. Don't know, how are you, mate? Thanks for dropping in.
What's up,
Yeah,
Osman?
good. Hey, don't know, how are you, buddy?
Pretty good. How about you?
Good, mate. So enjoying the nice and peace and quiet of the morning.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably really special, huh? When you have kids and stuff. It's some personal time.
Oh yeah, mate. It's just that like nice couple of hours of peace and quiet before all hell breaks loose when the family wakes up.
Yeah. Well, enjoy it. Should be pretty fun. A lot to
Yeah,
talk about. So,
yeah. Been quite a bit going on in the market and the spaces at the moment, but we'll save that for a little bit for while we wait for everyone to jump in.
definitely.
How's your week been anyway? Busy?
Not as busy as past weeks, but still stuff to do for sure. And trying to catch. I caught up on a lot of work last week and over the weekend. So
I don't know.
finally breathe a little bit. But till the next time, it gets busy.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Is that more like on the physical side of things, or is that more like obviously paperwork type stuff?
Doing designs for people. So I draw up designs about where people's plants and different features are going to go in their yard. So I we just had like five back to back to back to so it was a lot of catching up, but finally got caught up.
Yeah.
So now until we get more consultations, we still have physical work to do. I mean, we're in the middle of projects, but at least the design is what kind of keeps me up at night in terms of
Mm.
work all day and then have that work to do on top of it. So
Yeah.
makes for an exhausting next morning.
Yeah, I can imagine. So there's still a lot of demand at the moment, still plenty of work.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. There's so that's a blessing because a lot of these designs turn into us physically doing the yard. So it's kind of the first step for people to get their design, and then the installs. It's just me and my brother, so it takes us a little
Hmm.
bit.
Yeah, right. So is there like a particular design that like people like go towards? I mean, like I'm not overly like familiar with landscaping designs or anything like that.
We just go to people's house, and then they show us their yard and some of their preferences, and then we tell them what plants should go where, and
Yeah.
we ask them if they want certain features. I don't know if you have seen dry creek beds, but it's made to look like a riverbed, but
Yep.
obviously it's not flowing with water. That's a feature people like, or patios, pathways. So depending on their yard, we'll show them what we have envisioned for their yard, and then we try to meet some of their preferences.
Yep.
And the plants are the big aspect of it for us because uh, I don't know if you could call us experts, but a lot of people have called us experts, and we have dedicated our careers to learning all the plants that grow in California. And
Yep.
so yeah, as people don't there's hundreds of plants, and so people don't really know what they're looking for, and so they rely on us to tell them. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure, man. Like no, most people don't even know what they want, so they look to someone who with a little bit more knowledge than them to sort of try and show them the way. But do you have any like degrees in like horticulture or anything like that?
no, I have a degree in psychology that I never used for anything. I went to grad school for a couple semesters and then realized that's not what I want to do. So I dropped out. And then
Mhm.
that's when I was working for my dad, who has a small business. And then my brother and I started up our business. So it's been a lot of self taught and getting involved with certain communities that are passionate about plants, and then
Yeah.
doing a lot of research on my own. So it's just
Mm.
kind of a
So
cool story in terms of it's not the conventional way of going about it, but it feels
yeah, no,
good
I mean,
to.
no, I reckon it's cool.
Yeah, that's what
Well,
the internet's allowed us to do.
well, so it just goes to show, like, that like you don't need like a fancy degree or anything like that to make your way in the world. If you want to do something or learn something, the options are always there.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's why I try to encourage people to have a side hustle. You know, if the career you're doing isn't what you see yourself doing long term, or
Mm.
something that you're really passionate or really good at, then it's never too late to start up a side hustle with the internet. There's a way to make it happen.
Exactly, mate. Just use your 9 to 5 to pay your bills, and then use your 5 to 9 to build your fortune.
Yeah, yeah, we've talked about that, and I think
Mm.
that's the way to go. I'm gonna add Cryptoys to the title if you're cool with that.
Yeah, yeah, do it. I mean, like I said, like I tried to, I mean, I tried to add it into the title as well, but I ran out of characters. So see if you can do it, do it. Because I'm, like I said, I'm
You
still
think
still learning how this whole thing works as well.
you think instead of pop culture,
Yeah, yeah, get
VeVe, Cryptoys, Marvel, film, TV, fandom, and comics? That sound.
yeah. Well, that more or less covers what we normally talk about. So that's usually the going title. But yeah, if you want to take one of them out and put crypto toys in there, do it.
Yeah, just because it's what's happening right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't realize the drop was actually happening like well today because I know it's actually like 2:30 in the morning my time is when the drop actually happened. So obviously I slept through it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's really early.
Yeah,
I think that I didn't even think it sold out. So
no, it's still going. I mean, I had a quick look at the market as well, and as far as I can tell, you can still get the Star Wars Crypt toys for like, I think it's like $50. I think going for.
it was 40.
I was 40, was it? Yeah, let me have a.
Yeah, so that was it was fun. I haven't unboxed anything yet, so
What'd you land?
it's yeah, I don't know yet because
Oh, you don't know.
I haven't done any unboxing yet. Because they come in a cube, like those little holocrons,
Of course I do.
and then I'm planning on probably keeping one of those as a holocron, and then because I got five of them, so I'm thinking keep one as a holocron, and then open up the other four, and then
Yeah, yeah.
depending on what I get, try to keep a couple in the package, and then have just one to unbox. I saw them unwrap. Like I saw because they said there's a different experience for light side and dark side, and I saw a Darth Vader
Okay.
unbox. Hello K did it, and so he recorded it. So it was cool to hear the music and Darth Vader breathing and just the animation.
Mm,
And then I saw somebody unbox a Leia, and that was the Star Wars theme in the back, and just the way the package falls apart and she comes out and then she shoots her blaster. So I felt like I kind of got the experience a little bit through
yeah.
what other people have posted. So I know they're going to be more valuable as wrapped collectibles. So,
Mm.
but again, I'm doing this for fun too. It's not really it's less speculation and it's more that I just really like the artwork on these.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen like some of the unboxing videos. I think like Kid Arcade did one, and was it VV OG did one as well. The well, formerly VV Vault, he did one as well.
Oh
And
yeah,
oh, my collectibles did one as well. I mean, like, and they look like they've got really cool toys. I mean, I've seen comments on Twitter saying like, that the Marvel Mighties can take a few pages out of this one's book as well, because yeah, you can unbox it, play with it, do things with it. They seem like they've got like a lot of potential, but they've got no marketplace at the moment. That correct?
yep, correct. Yeah, they don't have a marketplace, but I love the aesthetic, and yeah, they do a really good job with the wrapper and the animations, and because that I know that's what people were talking about, how it would be cool when we do a blind box to have some type of experience as we're opening it. and these guys have done it from the jump. So
Mm.
it's fun. It's instantly more fun. Obviously, VeVe's my number one, but I just from the minute that I saw the Darth Vader on May 4th, I was
Yeah,
interested, very interested. So
just had that ooh factor.
yeah, well, I was just like, wow, that looks great, and
Yeah.
I love mighties. So the mighties are hit or miss, but this one was a hit on all of them. I mean, the
Mm.
detail, they really did their due diligence, and they've talked about that as well.
Yeah.
The detail on the lightsabers, the detail on the blaster, and then just to see her shooting a blaster, like that was pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. Now we've actually got a few more listeners with us now. Now it's not just you and me anymore. So
Yeah.
guess we'll kick this off.
Yep.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you might be in the world. So this is your host Ozman Collect 63 with co-host DYNO, and welcome to WebV Wednesdays, where we talk all things Marvel, DC, pop culture, fandom, or in this case, Cryptoys, which is our new kid on the block. Um, so welcome to all our listeners. So we got Hinano, we've got Evolve, D1 and only, Noz, Galaxy of Coins, DJ76. Thanks for joining us, fellas. And yeah, we've just been kicking the discussion off with the Crypt Toys. What's been going on in the world? Seems like it's been a pretty popular drop. I didn't go for it myself because it was at 2:30 in the morning, which is like ridiculous o'clock for me. But yeah, if everyone else had a success with it, let's hear about it.
Yeah, and just in the meantime, I want to give a shout out to D. Great interview, at least part one.
Oh
Good job,
yes.
Evolved, on co-hosting, and the biggest bro and fro. Great job asking questions, and yeah, one of the conclusions I came to is that escalators are evil. So
Yeah.
I've had bad experience with them too. So it's nice to know I'm not the only one. And yeah, just really cool to hear your story, and it's very unique. Like you have something to share, and I'm glad that you were able to put yourself out there and let us know who you are
Mm.
on a deeper level. And yeah, it just gives us appreciation for people that are, at least for me, living in America my whole life, and it's a completely different upbringing. So very cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Big congratulations to you. I have to admit I actually haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but it's at the top of my to watch list today because lucky enough I have the day off today because I'm on kid duty, so I will definitely fit that into my day. But yeah, let's start off with the latest VeVe drops. So I call this little segment called "Let's Go Shopping." So this week we've had the Star Wars Jabba, the Jabba Rancor, Admiral Akbar. We have Monster Hunter. We've got a Captain America 1 of 1 going. If you're into the 1 of 1s, me personally not because I have no chance of affording one. And we've also had the Amazing Spider-Man #4, which is the FA of Silk. That one was quite popular. I was surprised it didn't sell out. And we've also got the Marvel Mighties, so we'll get everyone's take on them in a sec. And also we've had also today, well for me today, for you everyone else probably tomorrow morning, we have the Amazing Spider-Man #20, which is the FA Scorpion. That one looks like it's going to be a pretty heavy hitter as well, and still at a reasonable price point of $6.99. But yeah, that's what's been happening in the VeVe drops world. And also, I think I just heard a rumor as well that we've got a Sesame Street drop coming as well. So let's kick that off. So how did everybody do? And did anyone pick anything up in the market? Let's hear some stories.
Yeah, feel free to request if you want to come up and share.
Absolutely.
For me, I've been skipping a lot of drops, including Silk, but I went and picked up a ultra rare because I just love that cover. I love
Mm,
the secret rare cover as well, but I've got plans for 90 gems. But I mean, I just learned about Silk. Shout out to Hinano for teaching me who that was, and went on YouTube and watched a little origin story on her, and
mm,
just a really cool character. And yeah, I think a lot of people are just looking at the price, and all these modern comics are going to be, they're going to have their price suppressed because they're still new, they're very plentiful in terms of supply. So I think people fade it because of that. But
mm.
Silk seems like a really dope character, kind of in the vein of a Miles Morales, Spidey Gwen, those type of characters
Yeah.
where I don't know. I can tell when a character's cool. I mean, maybe it's just my preference, but I'm just like this one seems like she's going to be popular. So we'll see what she does. But yeah, I haven't gone for any of the other drops lately. Not to say they're not cool or anything, but just trying to be very selective.
Yeah, I'm the same. I mean, like I've said in previous episodes, I blew most of my budget buying my ASM 129 FA Punisher. So I've had to be very conservative this month. But for me, payday tomorrow, so I'm definitely going to be eyeing up a couple of things I might be able to get my hands on. The FA Silk is definitely one of them because I'm loving that ultra rare cover by Philip Tan. And yeah, Silk. I mean, I'm the same. I didn't know who Silk was at the time. Sorry, a sec. It's better. I didn't know who Silk was at the time, but yeah, like just looking at this, she looks like she's basically like a white ninja, like the ninja Spider-Man. And oh, another fun fact as well is I didn't actually realize that this character is actually already in the MCU.
Ooh, do tell, please, because I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, apparently, the character, well, I mean, the character actually makes appearance in the Spider-Man movie No Way Home. There's no Homecoming, sorry. There is actually a character in there called Cindy, and I'm assuming it's referring to Cindy Moon.
Really?
Mm.
Was she Korean or was she Asian looking?
I think she was well, I I think she was definitely Asian looking, but
Okay.
yeah, if you go on somewhere like Internet Movie Database and you sort of like Google it or even YouTube probably, you will see that yeah, there is a character in the Spider-Man called Cindy, and she is a young Asian girl. So hopefully that's a hint that maybe further on down the line there is the possibility that maybe they might introduce Silk.
Oh yeah. I mean, to in my opinion, it's inevitable, and that's really cool that they've already introduced her. And as a Easter egg, I guess it sounds like because I just brushed right over that when I watched the
Mm.
movie. I did, but I didn't know who Cindy Moon was. So,
No,
but
same.
I'm still like racking my brain trying to figure out when did she show up. I can't even picture the actress or anything, so I'll have to go back and look. That's really cool.
Yeah, Hinano, how are you, buddy? So thanks for coming up to speak.
Hey, what's up, guys?
How we doing?
Good, good. Doing a little work here. Figured I'd take a break. Come check you guys out. Yeah, Cindy Moon. She's a badass. I didn't know she was in Homecoming either. I think I was in Naz's space yesterday, and I overheard Mpacks saying something like that. That that the character showed up in the movie. Um, but yeah, I went for the comic. When they lifted the limit I degened. Oh, I degened bad.
Mhm.
I'm okay though because I don't mind keeping the comic because I like the character. But yeah, didn't get a secret rare. I degened 7 times.
So
Did
what'd you end up getting?
a bunch of commons, like
No.
like 6 commons and 1 rare. So uh frustrating, but that's okay. It made up for the what did I get? I got the secret rare today on that dog, the mighty.
Oh, on Cosmo.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that Cosmo's doing actually surprisingly well. It's like up like 300 gems last time I looked.
I should sell it. I really should sell the thing. I mean, it just makes sense, but I completed the set for like 44 gems today, so I can get a rocket. I basically paid $44 for rocket. Just
Hmm.
yeah, I don't know. It's gonna
Well,
fall down as soon as that thing gets snapshot.
yeah. Cosmo
Yeah,
will.
Cosmo definitely will drop.
If we
But
look at what Namor did, what's Janet Van Dyke or whatever, she
yeah,
never even really pumped that hard. But I remember Namor was 400 something, and then he dropped all the way to 70 the next day. It's like kind of ridiculous. But then
Yeah,
he stabilized a little bit. But Cosmo's going to do something similar. It's not like a major character, but I think Rocket will do pretty well because the Black Panther airdrop, which was Shuri, she's still like holding pretty strong. So
mm.
we'll see.
That's that scarcity, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, so I held the dog and I completed the set. So I think I'm gonna hold out for the rocket and see what happens. We'll see what
Yeah.
happens. I mean, they're mighties. I agree. Who was saying it? Oh, in fact, he's here. My Collectables was saying it. They look like mighties. Absolutely, they look like
Mhm.
mighties. People are like so critical on how they look. I mean, they're supposed to look like cute cartoon characters, right? So
Yeah,
yeah, I actually have no problem with how the mighties look. In fact, I like how Starlet looks. I love how he looks just like Conan O'Brien.
that was
I'm
funny,
I'm
wasn't it?
gonna keep I'm gonna keep that one. I like that one.
Yeah, I mean, like, is it just me, or, like the quality on these Marvel Mighties just went downhill like rapidly? They just look like very well basic and plain. It's just like what happened?
Well, the Ant-Man ones look great. They're all shiny.
Yeah.
Um, I, I actually have no problem with these mighties. I know there's like a big faction that don't like them, but I'm okay with them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
I mean,
Well, so I just want to say a quick thank you to Noz for posting this little thread in the thread about Silk. So if anyone's on Twitter at the moment, have a quick look at it. I'm still trying to work out how to pin things to this chat, but obviously Nos knows a lot more than I do. But yeah, there's a little info thing there about Silk if anyone's interested in reading it. And I also found as well in Spider-Man Homecoming, the character's name is Cindy, and she is played by where are you? It is Tiffany. Where are you? Tiffany Epstein. And yeah, the character's name is Cindy. So yeah, there is the possibility that we could see Cindy Moon pop up in the MCU. And I believe there's also a TV series coming on Amazon Prime or something or even Disney Plus somewhere down the line as well.
yep. Yeah. It seems like they got big plans for her. Really cool and
Mhm.
exciting. Yeah. And anytime you see something on VeVe, you have to wonder they're not just doing it for no reason. So
Well, that's right.
Nas should be able to tell us more. Here he is.
Well, yeah, mate. Yeah, come on up. Howdy, Nose.
Yeah, I'm
How are you,
already a
buddy?
fan.
What's up, boss man? What's up, DYNO? What's up, Hinano? How are you guys doing tonight?
Good, mate. How are you?
Phenomenal, phenomenal. Also, too,
Doing great, brother. Thanks.
I learned this in the VV Discord when they were doing the drop show. Cindy Moon is actually from the 616 world, so she is definitely canon.
Ooh,
She is definitely canon.
okay. Yeah, we were just
Yeah.
saying like
So
that. Yeah, sorry, go on, Donnie.
yeah. So apparently she got bit at the same around the same time that Peter did in the same lab. The spider, bit Peter and then ran on over to her. I think got her on the foot or something. And then she was kind of locked away for 14 years or something. And so that's kind of she's, yeah, to piggyback off that, she's 616, happened right around the time it happened to Peter. And so it was kind of that hidden thing that happened, and they're bringing
Mm.
it to light now. So kind of a cool backstory.
Yeah, I just like just what they've done with the character itself. Like, just like that with that like white outfit they made for like, and like I said before, she looks like basically like a white ninja. It looks like really cool. But there's also been other versions of her as well. Like, I saw she's also got like into the Spider-Man outfit with like the red and like some webbing across her face as well. But yeah, really cool character, and very interested to see what they're going to do with her.
Yeah, so I guess that was her costume when Peter broke her out of some area that she was locked in, and then they were pretty much saying, "Oh, I can't go out like this," and she spins webs out of her fingertips, and so she
Mm.
made her own costume like on the spot. But then her main costume is the one with the black and the white chest and then the red band, or the red guard over the mouth. So obviously in that, her first full appearance there, they didn't show that costume yet. It hasn't happened yet in the storyline, but that webbing costume looks so cool. Like I wish that
It
was her
does.
main one, to be honest.
Yeah, I've got cursed really because like I had a chance to pick up like a little Funko Pop of hers for like well it's like £3, so I'm guessing it was like $4 or $5 US or something like that, and I was just like, oh, at the time I didn't know who the character was, and now I'm kind of regretting not buying it because it was the exact same costume. I was like, oh well,
With the webbing.
yeah, with the webbing, yeah, with the white webbing and everything, it actually looked really cool. But at the time I didn't know anything about the character.
Yeah, like who's this? Yeah. And we don't
But
know
in
what we
saying that,
don't know, right?
yeah, but in saying that as well, that also gives the character a lot of speculation moving forward. Like, if you pick up a couple of these comics now, and the character does like blow up, then yeah, you could be in a good position to profit from it or to make a bit of gains from it. Obviously, nothing said on this channel is financial advice. Do what you do with your own capital at your own risk. I'm just a guy on hosting a Twitter space, and that's about it.
Yeah, of all the $2-3 comics, most of them I just pass right over. But this one I'm actually interested in.
Mm.
I'm not really a huge fan of the common cover though. I really like the rare and the ultra rare and
Yeah,
the
same.
secret rare, but for some reason just doesn't do it for me. And I think if I liked it a lot more, maybe if it featured the character more or something like that, then I would stack it. But
Mm. I
I might
mean,
be missing an opportunity because I don't know how many people care about that even, you know.
yeah, and plus the rare and ultra rare is also done by is it Philip Tan and Idris Silva. So they're also quite well known on the app as well. I mean, like Philip Tan, I know he's done a couple of covers on the app already, and Idris Silva, well, I mean, like he's like all over the shop because Philip
Yeah.
Tan, believe, also did was it ASM 252? Is it the Black Symbiote cover as well? And I think he did one of the Craven's Last Hunt covers as well. I think it might have been number 3 or 4, one of them.
Yeah, it's cool to be able to see because I don't know why, but I can tell when it's Israel Silva's coloring. Like
Okay.
I like all of them, you know. So when they come out with the VeVe exclusive, the exclusive look at it, I immediately say, "Oh man, I like it," or "I'm not really a big fan." And every time I've liked it, and then look at who it is, yeah, it's Israel. It seems to be Israel Silva. So I'm like, I like all his stuff.
Hmm.
So he did a great job with this one as well. And yeah, Tan's like his drawing is awesome. I think that
Yeah.
rare looks really really good. So usually the black and whites don't do it for me, but this one did. So
Yeah. Well, some are even arguing that the rare actually looks nicer than the ultra rare, and on this one, I'm almost inclined to agree.
mhm. Yeah, this is as close as I've seen it in terms of how much I like it. And I
Mm,
know Evolve said that was his favorite one out of all 5 variants.
yeah.
So, and I know people are going to be doing it for the MCP points as well. So I always love getting a rare that I actually like looking at. There's only a
Mm,
number of them on the app. I know the Doctor Doom one is one that's one of my
yeah.
favorites, and
Yeah.
the
That's
Luke
nice.
the Luke Cage one looks really nice. There's only a few that I like, and this is definitely one of them.
Mm, yeah. Same. Well, there you go. Right now, the current floor price for Amazing Spider-Man number 4 for the rare is basically just shy of 8 gems. So 785. So if anyone's interested in picking one up, definitely have a look. And what else has been happening in the world? Oh yeah, we had the Monster Hunter drop. So yeah, that's the other big thing that happened this week is yeah, we got Capcom. So yay, Capcom. Obviously, it wasn't the Capcom some people were hoping for, but yeah, Monster Hunter. I mean, I had a look at the collectibles, and the detail on them was like really cool. I mean, I don't know anything about Monster Hunter, but it definitely has a lot of potential, I guess, moving forward. Did anyone else pick one up?
No, sir. But they do look really good. And shout out to PT Louis. He's not here right now, but
Yeah.
he called that one. He last week he called it. So we were all saying Mega Man and Street Fighter, and he was like, "I think it's gonna be Monster Hunter," and he was dead on. So
Yeah, but yeah, he definitely nailed it. Like, because he's been screaming for Monster Hunter for a while now. Me personally, I'm hanging out for Resident Evil because that was like my number one game, like growing up as a kid. I mean, like I used to play the absolute crap out of Resident Evil 1 and 3 were my biggest ones. I mean, if we get like, Resident Evil zombies or even like the zombie alligators or the worms or even a big Birkin or a tyrant, that'd be awesome as well. I mean, I can just imagine the detail on like, a tyrant with like with some animation. That would just be like, wow. I would just like lose my mind. I'd probably put it on the same level like if we got Predator in the app.
Yeah, I can see that. I got a dragon from the Monster Hunter, and then I got the ultra rare in the secondary.
Oh, nice. So also thank you for joining us, Grandis. Grandis, I think this is the first time we've had you with us.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen it. Sorry, I normally am kind of I'm just watching shit on YouTube around this time, so I don't always go into spaces. But I was excited. I saw DYNO went for some of the Crypt toys. Is that too soon to talk about that?
No. Absolutely. Let's go to the Crypt toys. But I think we had my collectibles who wanted to jump up and say a few words before we move to my collectibles. I think I heard his ears perk up about Resident Evil because I'm pretty sure I've seen you mention on one of your videos that you're a Resident Evil fan as well.
Oh yeah. My son and I were literally 10 minutes ago playing Resident Evil 4, the remake.
Oh, no way.
Xbox, yeah, because we're running through it. We bought the remake like about 2 weeks ago. I waited till the price came down, right? And he's 13, and he plays mostly Fortnite and Battlefront and all sorts of stuff. And I was like, we're going to go down the Resident Evil franchise now. He didn't want to play number 2 because of all the zombies and stuff and the close quarters. But number 4 because of the village and out there and the remake is so good. He beat it on the assisted, which is like the very lowest level, and he's a massive gamer, so I mean it was super easy for him. And now we've moved up to hardcore, which is like the second level below, like it's the level below professional. So we're literally halfway through the game, and I just sit here with him and watch him play. Because I played these games like you said, man. Like I played all the originals and. It's very much the same as the original. It's just better graphics and stuff. But if they get Resident Evil on here, man, I'm right with you, right?
Who's a better gamer, you or your son?
Oh,
that's a good question.
He kills me. I used to be way better, but no, he's so good. Like he dominates Battlefront 2, Battlefront 1, Fortnite. Like he dominates. And he was dominating at 3 years ago. So, they're made for this.
Could be a future esports competitor there.
Well, it's funny, right? Because I'm not bragging about it either. He literally, like, it hurt me for a bit because he would just kill me, right? And I'd be like, damn, because I'm super competitive, right? And I'm like, oh, and now he's like took over my account. So I just let him play my Battlefront account. And he's like top of the leaderboard all the time. And in Fortnite, he gets his little victory royales and stuff. But yeah, he's never played a game like this, like kind of like a story mode walkthrough sort of game. He's always played the open world first, the shooters, like the arena battle type games. And this one, he's loving it. He's loving the storylines and like the creepiness and the puzzle solving and all the stuff that makes Resident Evil fun. So anyway, yeah.
Mate, just on the subject of puzzle solving on like some of the especially the original Resident Evil, it took me forever to work out how to open the book and get I think it must have been the unicorn medallion or one of them out of the book to put in the well to get down to the flight of stairs. I'm not sure if you can remember or not, but that was like the bane of my life. And then all of a sudden, like I solved it one day, and it was like the greatest feeling in the world. And then after months and months of trying to work it out, I managed to complete the game. Did you ever have
awesome. I know exactly what you're saying. There's one part in Resident Evil 2, like literally back in college, because this is like 20 something years ago now. 20 years
going
ago.
Back a bit now, yeah.
Yeah, and so back in college, I remember all my buddies were going out to the bar, right? And I stayed home to play Resident Evil 2. Like I'm like, you guys, see you later. And I was up all night playing number 2. And I remember specifically, like in the police station, I was playing like the hardcore mode or whatever, and I was trying to get down this one hallway, and I had like no health, and I had like nothing left, and hardly any ammo, and I was limping, and I had to like literally dodge these zombies and get around it, and I spent about an hour doing it because I couldn't progress, right? Because I was playing on the hardest mode, and I managed to squeak through there. It was the most stressful and best like ever. I still remember like 20 years later remembering how awesome it was to make it through that hallway.
Oh yeah, mate. Like some of those situations are like intense. I mean, like you like I said, you're in the exact same situation. You've got like a horde of zombies, and you're going like, no, that's it, I'm done. And then you just sort of like wiggle your way through, and then by some miracle you make it to the end. It's like the greatest achievement in your life. No, nice
Yeah,
one.
But when
with
Yeah,
Capcom, I'm hoping for Street Fighter though. I think
same. Yeah.
that's my jam. I mean, even like Marvel versus Capcom. I wonder that falls still under Capcom's IP, right?
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah, because they
Because
made the game.
yeah, that's right. Because
that would be epic.
Capcom, yeah. Because I mean, I think was it? I think is it Street Fighter 6 is supposed to be dropping in the market somewhere either this week or next week or something like that. So there was a lot of speculation that like Street Fighter was definitely on the cards because of it might time with the release of that. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to Street Fighter. Who's your favorite Street Fighter character?
I'm a Ken kid. I love Ken. And I play with Akuma just because he usually has more damage, but he has less defense. So, but Ken has been my favorite character for hella long, just because I always grew up. I liked like kind of cocky characters like Spider-Man
Oh
in
yeah,
his suit and Ken running around.
no, nice one. Me personally, it's always been either Ryu or Blanca was another popular one, or even Vega. I really like Vega because he was like the only one with a weapon.
Yeah, yeah. Blanca was hella cheap. He was so easy to play. Like you would just tap the
Oh
button
yeah,
and electrocute people, or just back forward. Which any character that has a quarter circle and whatever button as their move, forward or backward, that's my favorite
yeah.
character because that's the easiest combo to do.
That's it, and probably the most annoying as well.
Yeah, it's so annoying because you're just like, I can just spam those moves. Whereas like the holding and then pressing forward or holding down and pressing up, those moves, it's hard for me to time those because I just don't have the brain for that.
Mm. Yeah, some were speculating as well that we might get Mortal Kombat, and one of my favorite moves in Mortal Kombat is when you like you're Sub-Zero and like you uppercut someone and then you freeze them before they hit the floor, and then you uppercut them again and then just repeat.
Yep.
It's like the most annoying move in the world, and like but it works.
Yeah, I would say like story wise, I really like Cammy as a character, but her moveset's kind of crazy. And I stopped playing it like I think Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, same. Yeah, same. I mean, like I stopped playing just purely because of the fact that like I decided to have kids, and just haven't had the time to sort of like invest in any gaming.
Well, I think you're making good decisions. It would be really messed up if you were just like, kids will eat later. I gotta hit this combo.
Yeah, that's it. Like, so kids can wait. The kids can cry. I just have to finish this level really quick.
I've been trying to beat
Right.
the generic boss for an hour.
That's right. Yeah, it's like worst dad ever.
Yeah, your kid ends up hating video games because they went hungry.
That's it. Especially Street Fighter. All right. What about everyone else? Anyone else got a favorite Street Fighter character they'd like to share with us? Also, just a quick thank you for everybody coming back listening to us. I see a few familiar faces in the chat. We got K Collects, we got Mpacks, and we got Larry. I've seen you before. CB, thanks for coming back, buddy. Mass, always a pleasure. Ace, Casual. So thanks for dropping in, guys. And also, if you have anything you want to add to the conversation, feel free to throw that hand up. And yeah, let's keep it going. So yeah, yeah, mate.
Did you see the Street Fighter 2, I think 90s animated movie?
Yes, I did, and it was awesome.
That literally made me I think I think my love of Street Fighter jumped a million after that movie. I was just like, oh, this is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, same. I mean, like even just with that opening scene, like where he's taking on Sagat. I mean, like that just like set the stage for everything, and then just throughout the movie, it's just levels of awesomeness throughout the entire thing. Like you've got like like Vega, like just about destroying like Chun-Li. Then you got like Bison taking on Guile. Then that very like end scene at the end, like where Ken just goes like full on out on him. Sorry, not Ken. Ryu just goes like full on like Ryu. Yeah, I mean, for the time, I mean that move that to me that was like revolutionary.
Yeah, it changed. Like it changed. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So this is like even the Street Fighter movies past that one weren't as good. Like they were cool, but they just really didn't hit at the same level.
Mm. So, are we talking the '90s Street Fighter with Van Damme as Guile?
No, the other animated movies, the one that was like Alpha,
Oh,
and
those ones.
there was like three more, I think, and they were cool. Like they showed the whole situation with Akuma and his master and his brother, and all that stuff. But it didn't hit as hard. You were just like, okay,
Okay. I don't think I actually saw those ones. Oh, I'll have to look them up. But yeah, there was Street Fighter 2, the animated movie. That's the one we're talking about. 1994 now, so that's definitely going back a bit.
that's
Osman,
30 years ago. Damn.
Yes, DYNO.
added to that long list of movies I gotta watch.
Yes. So DYNO has an increasingly long list of movies he needs to catch up on. A lot of them being, was it Indiana Jones, Star Wars, and some other big titles in there as well.
Yeah, you'll be proud of me. I'm on episode 6 now, but yeah, no, I'm behind the world on all of this. So
Oh, there we go. So he's up to return.
Osman is the opposite. He is the film expert. So he's making a list for me, and then I can spend the rest of my life trying to catch up.
Where did you grow up? Like, what was your childhood like?
San Diego, but
okay, the third world.
Yeah, I know. I'm just in a remote island and just away from everything. No,
He just
I've
didn't have
got.
a TV.
I don't know. I liked what I liked, but I didn't venture out too much. I wouldn't say like my parents weren't really movie buffs, so I think that has something to do with it. I don't even know if my dad likes or cares about Star Wars or anything. Marvel.
What did your dad like?
Poker, freaking Motown.
Okay. All fun
I'm
stuff.
a big time sports fan, so I guess that's what it is I grew up on sports. So
Got it.
that would be where I spent most of my energy in terms of playing sports and watching sports. So I think that's probably why. And then video games as well. And it was all like
he wasn't watching
a lot of. What's that?
I was saying he wasn't watching Star Wars like the rest of us nerds.
No, he was playing Nintendo.
No, he's doing cool shit like sports.
That is awesome though.
Hey, cool is subjective, all right? Because I'm getting into it now as an adult and I like it. So it's just a different flavor. Just a different flavor.
I know.
What up, Trev?
What up?
What up, Michael?
Thanks for joining us, Trevor. So how are you, buddy?
I'm good. Just waiting for just waiting on licensors as usual.
Oh yeah. How was life over at McFarlane, man? I assume you're still busy as always.
Yeah. Yes, extremely. But yeah, it's fun. Yeah, I like the I joined a couple weeks ago and I liked the conversation. Then you guys are back, so here I am.
Yeah, thanks, Trevor. Like I said, we'll always appreciate you taking the time to drop in and say hi. I mean, I know you're a busy man with tons of projects on the go. But yeah, we've just been having a discussion about VeVe getting Capcom, favorite Street Fighter characters. We want Resident Evil to come. Resident Evil will be like a nice one to have on the app. And yeah, just chatting and just talking pop culture and fandom and all the other fun stuff. What about you, mate? What's your favorite Street Fighter character?
Honestly, not a huge Street Fighter fan. I think like it's cool. It's not my favorite. Definitely more of a Resident Evil guy. Like way more excited.
Okay, well then in that case, what's your favorite Resident Evil then?
I mean the best is 4, but now that also shows my age because I know there's people who have been playing it longer than me, who like I know Resident Evil, just the original, is definitely liked. I was playing a bit of the remake, Resident Evil 2 remake as well. I liked that as well.
Yeah, the Resident Evil, the remakes have been like fantastic, and just going back to you saying like, no, I am one of those people who've been playing it like for years and years. Like I grew up with the original, and anybody who knows who when I say like you the master of unlocking, take it with you, knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes. Have you?
Yeah, Trevor, you should play Resident Evil 4 the remake. I don't know if you heard it earlier, but I said when I joined, my son and I were playing it tonight. Like literally, we're going through it. The remake, Resident Evil 4. It's awesome. Yeah. It's so fun.
If you like Resident Evil 4, and you haven't played Dead Space, you owe it to yourself to play Dead Space.
Dead Space is brilliant.
Such a good.
I haven't played Dead Space. I haven't played it, but
there is literally, if you like Resident Evil 4, Dead Space, I think is even better than Resident Evil 4. And the remake just came out, and it's stunningly good. It's just fantastic. I'm like, Dead Space is one of my favorite games ever. Like Dead Space is like, if I could say it was like it's one of the few game franchise that it's like I love that franchise so much that when they announced that they were making one, I was like, oh shit, I wish I was working on that. Like I love it so much. And I feel like it's a world where I like actually have something that I'd want to say in it more than just being like a fan or a player of the game. Like I actually have an idea for like if I were to make Dead Space, like what would a new Dead Space game be? Like I franchise so much.
I was just looking at the
go on.
The Capcom titles. Do you guys remember Beautiful Joe?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with Beautiful Joe.
Beautiful Joe. It was like it was really nice looking, like animated game, like artistic style game. That was like was this a side scroller kind of?
It was. I mean, it was back in the. I mean, yes, it was way back on. It's like one of the back in the PS2 era where everything made money.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like a Mega Man Light almost. I mean, he didn't have all the like different suits and stuff, but I remember it being fun.
Yeah. I've seen that character before. He's in some of the Marvel vs. Capcom games, if I remember right.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I've never played the game myself. I've definitely played Mega Man, but not this one.
Darkstalkers.
No, so I see. Capcom's also got Dead Rising. That could be another good one.
It's not as good. It doesn't have the same like. I mean, Resident Evil that's the big bad one that you want. That's the
sure. Yeah, that's definitely like cream of the crop.
Yeah.
I mean, like I was saying before, like if we get like like a Tyrant, like with that animation and like full detail, I mean, like, I might just particularly like lose my mind. Or even if we get like I used to be a big fan of Wesker back in the day, like before he went like kind of off the rails. But like just having like that like having like him like with his like Tac Ops like outfit with the black sunglasses. I mean, who wears sunglasses at night?
I mean, but it's like it's also that like so much of that game is inspired by like the 90s Blade movies too. Like true. In that particular brand of douchebaggery that comes with you have to remember that's what you're looking at when you look at it. Like Resident Evil, so much of it came from that era of cool, like that particular look of like sci-fi future coolness. Like that's what Resident
Evil
inspired by. And it's like part of it is like so dated, but it's also like there's something like adorable about it in a weird way.
Yeah. I mean, I know what you mean. Like, especially like in the originals, like where they had like the like the opening intro scene, like which had like with real life actors and had like they find, especially like the original where they find like the helicopter, the helicopter, the bodies, and then like they get attacked by the dogs and then run into the mansion. I mean, like all of that is just like it's just like it's really painful to watch now. But back in the day, it was like the pinnacle of like of what was going on.
Oh, yeah. Well, my other like favorite example is that like if you like the original like Wesley Snipes Blade movie, like that aesthetic, like that.
Oh yeah,
the Resident Evil aesthetic in a bunch of different ways, and it's like it's so corny, but I love it.
Oh yeah, like some of it's like just like ridiculous.
Do you guys remember the first Resident Evil movie?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I actually really like the Resident Evil movie. The first one was great.
Buddy Boy got all sliced up in the bits there in the laser room.
Yeah, that was great.
Awesome. And you all got cubed, like that was good, and it spawned all these other movies too, right?
I would have quit. I wouldn't have worked for that company. I'd have been like, nah. Where's the McDonald's equivalent of this universe? I'm going there. It's real low key.
Yeah, what's her from the Fast and Furious franchise? She was in there too. In that movie, Resident Evil movie.
What's her name? What's it? Michelle Rodriguez.
Yeah, she was awesome in that. She was badass, and then yeah, it was a good movie. The first Resident Evil, it was good. I liked it. I haven't seen it in a long time. I should go rewatch it because I haven't seen it in ages.
I'm convinced Rodriguez is secretly a good actress.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know if she's a good actress. I think that she's a likable human. Because she probably is, like, people love her on set. She's like hella nice, and she shows up for what she's there for. Because I've never been impressed by her acting, but I've always been like, you know what? I bet she's hella fun to be around.
She might be the most typecast actress there is. Like, it's crazy. But
yeah. Yep.
But like, she keeps getting roles because people clearly like her stuff. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like she sort of pops up like all over the sort of now. Like, what's she done? She's done Fast and Furious. She's done Avatar. She was recently just in that new Dungeons and Dragons movie too, which apparently is quite good. But I haven't seen it yet.
Dungeons and Dragons movie. I think that Dungeons and Dragons movie was, honestly, as far as like rompy action goes, fucking nailed it. It's
oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought it was great. Which is like,
yeah, people liked it.
Yeah, I think it's like a shame that it got zero marketing push. But welcome to
the actress who played the lead in Resident Evil. I will never not think of her as Gagorvana from Zoolander.
Oh, really?
She was like that's all it doesn't matter what she does. She could be in the next Avatar and be blue, and I find out she's in it, I'm gonna be like, it's Mugatu's henchwoman.
Yeah, I know. I think for her, it's always going to be Fifth Element as Lilu.
You know what? True. I could see that, but still, even then, I even superimpose her there. I'm like, man, she should be shitting on people's attire. Their fashion.
Yeah.
I forgot about
that. Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss, by the way. I don't know how this room is.
Let's be.
And that's all good, mate. It's all good.
But that's kind of what makes it better.
Yeah. Also, we got Mpacks joining us as well. So how are Mpacks? Thanks for coming back, buddy.
What up? Hey, everybody. Just chilling, man. Listening to you guys. Had to come up and give my Capcom salute to Trevor. That was a beautiful, gorgeous drag and drop. I know you had a hand in that, man. I heard about it. And yo, yeah, I'm really excited about it. You know, the ultra rare being animated too instead of the secret rare. It's just really fun. So yeah, man, salute to you, Trevor, dude. The fact that you guys kept that under wraps so long, and you're not even with VeVe anymore, so that's pretty. You know how to keep a secret, bro. You know, so yeah.
We tip our hats to you, sir.
Yeah, and I want Mega Man. You know, I feel like that's the number 3 game on the list of Capcom games. You have so many Resident Evil titles. I feel like Resident Evil's like close to number 1, like in terms of, I don't know, like how you go with that. But yeah, Street Fighter is nostalgic. Mega Man's nostalgic. I feel like they gotta go with nostalgia. Nostalgia always gets us in the feels. So
Monster Hunter World is crushing most of the other games. It sold like 18 million copies.
Which one?
Doesn't it?
Right? I mean, yeah. And also, shout out to everybody up here, man. Like this is a dope show. I feel like I'm late, but Oz, thanks to the host and co-host DYNO. Yo, what up, bro? MiVidaVeVe. That's what's up. You know. And you said Oz, man. You said Michelle Rodriguez, pretty good. I gotta say, like, yeah, shout out.
Yeah. No, so I mean, like, I've always been a fan of her work. I mean, like, whether it be like Fast and Furious, Avatar, like I said, the newest Dungeons and Dragons just came out.
She was pretty serious in Widows. Have you guys ever seen Widows? I don't know if that.
Widow.
Yeah, it's like
No.
it's not like it didn't get a lot of acclaim
What?
or a lot of like it had Liam Neeson do kind of a cameo slash.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, and it was surrounding like 4 women that were widowed from these guys that did a crime and like that went wrong and their car blew up. So it's like it's about them having to pay the debt or whatever that they owe in organized crime and all that. Anyway, Michelle Rodriguez is in it. She actually does a solid job, but she's not a standout performance. So I gotta agree with what Granison said. She's not like a great actress, but I feel like she works well with everyone else, and she's like one of the homies you'd want to have a beer with. And plus, she's easy on the eyes, so that doesn't hurt either.
She has perfected vague, aggressive staring. Like,
yeah,
you don't really know
what.
Like, it doesn't matter what the situation is. You're just like, okay, cue the stare, and she'll just stare angrily in any direction. She nails it.
Yeah, I think she's pretty dope all around, though, because she's just like perfected being a badass. She kind of has that tone where she doesn't got to scream or yell. Like she just got to she keeps it almost to a whisper. But the quieter she gets, the more aggressive it feels. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah,
it's intimidating.
It's like more intense.
Yeah. So she's not bad at all. But not a standout performer. But yeah, supporting actors, they get their day every now and again. And yeah, Mega Man is my pick. And yeah, I didn't want to interrupt the flow you guys had, so I'm just chilling up here with y'all. And what up, MC, Hinano, Nas? My homie Nas right there. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, let's go, man. And also, I appreciate that as well. I mean, saying that you feel comfortable, just coming back into our space, because that's the whole reason why we do these. Is like to sort of connect with everybody, get back to our love of collecting, pop culture, fandom, whether that be games, comics, Marvel, cinema. So it's just a space we can create. We can all just chill and just have a good time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Oz. Man, Casual was DMing me down there in the audience, and he was just like, yo, are you up there speaking? You got like a doppelganger with your voice or something, man. He's like, and he posted Granison's profile and said, you sound just like him. And I'm like, damn it,
bruh.
Cold world.
Everybody says that until I speak English,
oh,
and then it's different. Like people assume I'm someone else, like I'm Hello K or something.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, do an accent, and I'll voy a hablar en español, voy a ser chingón, so they know the difference, and then we just.
Of course, yeah.
Let's go.
It's like, wow, I didn't catch any of that. I only speak 2 languages, and I suck at both of them. And that's English and Australian.
Oh, I thought you were going to say English and bad English.
So English and bad English, yeah.
Australian is basically just English with more liberal use of the C word. So,
absolutely.
Unless you mean actual Australian, which is what, Aborigine language?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could say that. That could be a very, very touchy subject.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, technically, what they want Australia then? What were they?
No, especially around Australia Day, that can be a very sore subject. But yeah, anyway, moving on.
Oz, if those dragons are any indication of what's coming on McFarlane soon, woo-wee. Let's go, man. Like in terms of craftsmanship and quality, and then you just add some even spicier IP. Oh my goodness, here we go. Let's go, Trevor. Hurry up.
Yeah,
get it going.
Yeah, I mean, Trevor, that was actually going to be one of my other questions. I mean, obviously, there's things you can tell us and there's things you can't tell us. But how are things on the McFarlane front? Are we going to be seeing anything coming up to the new Flash release, or what's been happening on your end? That obviously that you're allowed to share with us. Because I know there's things that you can't share.
You
with
just
us.
asked something that's first of all, that question. I see you. Game recognized game. That was way too specific. I can't answer that one.
Nah.
Hey, you asked me specifically related to this movie.
I'm sorry, man. I'm just playing. But yeah, no. I mean, obviously, how are things on the McFarlane front?
Awesome. We're trying to get this out the door, get the last couple pieces together. I am so excited to share it. I mean, people know I've been working on this for. I've now worked at McFarlane longer than I ever worked at VeVe, and I am like so excited and so proud of like what we made, and I just can't wait to share it. I'm like super pumped.
Oh wow. Okay, well there you go, guys. Stay tuned because it's coming. Hashtag soon.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I wish I could say. I mean, you guys all know, but like,
Yeah, no, that's cool, mate. I completely understand there's things that you can't
I
say. One thing I did want to ask you though is like obviously you've spent some time with Topping File and I mean I've seen some of his interviews on and some of his videos online, but what's he like as a person to sort of spend time around? He seems like a really cool dude.
he's a really smart guy, and people think of him first and foremost as an artist. Um, he really is so much more than that, and his like knowledge of the industry at all levels is just very impressive and very. It's like it's amazing.
Oh, cool.
Um,
All right.
I mean, I've spent some time with him, not much. Obviously, he's very busy, and it's like the McFarlane Toys Digital is one product that's quite frankly a fairly small piece of a much larger brand and product line that we're building. So there's a lot more to it than just like there's a lot and there's so much more than just McFarlane Toys that he does. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty.
Hey, Trev, is there anything that you can tease us regarding the next upcoming drop?
Jeez. Let's just go with no.
Okay. Yeah, let's play it safe and just go no, because obviously we don't want to get anybody in trouble or anything like that. But just go with the knowledge that big things are coming, and yeah, stay tuned on McFarlane. But in the way of things, big things that are coming or have gone is we just had the Cryptoys. What was everyone's experience with that? Because I clearly missed the drop because it was like 2:30 in the morning here my time, and like I was like sleep gating it. But I see in Twitter a lot of people had successes with it. A lot of people were happy with it. Um, did anybody have any experiences with it they want to share?
By the way, Oz, you'll have plenty of time. There's 30,000 mints. They're not going to sell out anytime soon. Don't FOMO.
Oh, excellent.
Yo,
Well,
Nas,
yeah, I mean,
that is spot on shit right there, bro. That's why we love you, man.
yeah, you didn't miss it. It's still
Still
happening.
going.
So
Still
you
going.
are look in there and you can buy them if you want to. But no, I had a good experience, man. They let out a lot of alpha actually during the live stream reveal. They were talking about what you can do with your collectibles later, like with burning. You'll be able to like burn them, and the dust from the burning will be used to craft the toys later. So they're really like leaning more towards like gaming and it being a toy and stuff. So I had a good experience. I did 2 max pulls because I'm irresponsible, and it was fun. I got a Grail. I got a Darth Vader Grail, the one with his helmet off where he was all crazy looking. And that was fun. Thank you for that applause. And I got a legendary Leia and a rare Leia and a rare Anakin. Those are my pulls. It was really cool. Once it got going, it was very, very smooth and easy. And the unboxing experience, there's 2 of them. There's one that's the holocron, and then there's one where you actually unpackage the toy itself. Unless I have dupes, I don't unpackage them. But the holocron itself is just a fun experience to go through. I like the music and everything.
Hey, Graham, the grail that you pulled, is that the 1 of 100?
No, the Ultra Grail is the 1 of 100. I pulled the second highest one, or the second rarest one, which is the Grail. There's 900 of them.
Nice. Congrats, bro.
Yeah, thanks, man. It was the one I wanted. I like the Lukes, but a lot of them just like they look like babies with beards, which is fine.
Love it.
There's nothing wrong with that
What you
if
got
you're a
against
baby
babies
with
with
a
beards,
beard.
man?
I know. There might be babies with beards in the audience, and I apologize because I'm not trying to like generalize you.
But y'all,
But
He's got a lightsaber.
Well, I mean,
Watch out, man.
I'll tell you what, like, you know, when you say babies with beards, like my first thought is like, you know, maybe it's like a baby with a beard and a six pack, and you can call it like a baby Spartan or something from like 300.
yeah. Except this,
It,
it looks like a baby. It looks like a baby who's in like the Young Abercrombie and Fitch catalog or something.
all right.
Like it's a baby model with a beard, like a beard that they couldn't grow themselves, so they just had it pasted on.
That's it. Had to take Dad's toupee and just stick it on his face.
Those are some tight clothes, man.
But yeah, I mean, they look really good and they're cool. You can accessorize. So far, I hear that you can't cross, like I can't have my Skeletor with a lightsaber, which I was like, change this now.
Oh yeah, that's no good.
I keep
Yeah, I mean, if they're accessories.
screaming about that.
Yeah, I know. I bring it up probably every time. It's like GM also wins Skeletor with lightsaber, and people just keep being like, it not yet, or I don't know if that's gonna happen. I'm like, all right, fine, I'll keep asking.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm just on the website now, having a look at some of the Crypt toys. But yeah, that Skeletor is pretty cool, and I particularly like I know like when I used to watch like Master of the Universe back in the day when I was growing up. I mean, like I used to love like, you know, He-Man, Skeletor, Battle Cat, even though Gwildor was pretty fun as well. But yeah, some of these are looking a lot of fun. But we were saying before how VeVe might be able to take a page or two out of these guys' books and try and game, like, sort of get a bit more going on with the Marvel Mighties. But there is a lot of speculation saying that there may be something in the pipeline for that as well, because, like, you know, Alex is always saying protect the Marvel Mighties at all costs and stuff like that. So then they might have something in the pipeline.
Yeah, it seems like the Marvel Mighties, if there is a game attached to them, it'll be more towards like you have the collectibles, so you have access, because they aren't really rigged.
No, that's right. Someone was saying like it's either in the framework or coding or something like that. That some of them aren't really designed for gamification, but maybe like later on down the line when they bring out newer Marvel Mighties, they might maybe address that.
Yeah, they're all, a couple of them are rigged, but not all of them.
Yeah, I was about to say, Trevor, you probably have a bit more knowledge on that sort of front than I do, but yeah, but you never know. I mean, like that they might attack that further on down the line.
Do you think that, Trevor, that's because they outsourced it to different like companies or people to make them? You know what I mean? Like ever since I've gone, like it's not been the same like if you look at Doctor Doom as a mighty, and you look at these Guardians, there's a clear difference in quality, and it feels to me like they have gone through different vendors, so to speak, and Marvel just stamps we're cool with that kind of thing. Is that the case, Trevor?
Yeah, yes, that is the case. There's a lot of like, I hate this word, but there's a lot of like, is it good enough kind of going on.
Okay, just kind of like tick all like the minimum boxes just to get it out the door type deal.
Yeah, which is not great, but I mean,
Trevor,
well,
what's your favorite?
Can you tell what this is? Yes. Drop it.
That's
Trevor,
it.
what's the best looking Mighty in your opinion?
man,
That's a good.
We can't hear you, Trevor.
Yeah, I think we've lost him.
I don't know.
$20.99 in my book.
I mean, that's what
yeah.
that we did as I asked for that actually. I was like, we need to do $20.99 because he's too cool.
I'm hoping we get the comic in the app coming up to the movie. That'd be a cool one.
I'm thinking Spidey Gwen first appearance will be also coming as well. Yeah, that's my speculation. With Ace. Ace really had it first because he's a big, Miles and Spidey Gwen fan. Shout out to Ace down there.
Yeah. Shout out to Ace. Thank you for sticking with us, buddy.
Yeah. People are excited for, Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I know. I'm definitely pumped for it. I mean, it looks sick, and it's not too far away either. What, we've got like 2 weeks left? Well, It airs in the UK on the 2nd of June. I'm assuming that's the same for the US, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's worldwide, I think, release date.
Okay, sweet. But yeah, but even like just with Spider-Man in general, just looking at the lineup for June for the whole of like June, there's like so many like awesome titles dropping. Like obviously, like we've got the new Flash movie dropping June 16th. We've got Across the Spider-Verse on the 2nd. We've even got like Transformers. We've got Indiana Jones at the end of the month as well. Like June's going to be like a pretty big month.
Insane. It's going to be an insane month on a bunch of platforms because if you speculate with all the IP that's scattered across these platforms, that's a lot of content to drop around these movies and around hype, and that's the best way to make good sales and sell out. During a bear market is when there's hype around like releases, and you have the epic nostalgia of the Flash and Indiana Jones in June. I mean, with Flash, it's such nostalgia, not just for Flash. Obviously, we have Michael Keaton resurrecting that role as Batman.
Oh my God, yeah, that is amazing.
So like I never thought that would happen. I thought he would be like old man Bruce Wayne, and they would do a Batman Beyond before he would go back to being Batman. But now with the technology we have, now they can make these old actors look young, and so many great stunt performers and just incredible CGI. So it's just like anything is possible.
Yeah.
Apparently, like, screen tests for the Flash have been incredible. Like the feedback is everybody says it's the best DCEU movie. Like I've heard incredible feedback on it, so that's exciting too.
Yeah, what like being involved with McFarlane? Do you guys get like any like early access to the movie or anything like that?
Again, these are getting way too specific here, man.
That's not specific.
That's all, I mean,
like,
hey. Obviously, if you can't answer it, please don't answer it. But I was just wondering, just like because you guys are involved with the project, like, do you get like a special like screening of like the movie or something before everyone else gets it?
We don't get but we like on the physical side. Obviously, Warner Brothers. We do a lot of toys for DC, so we're working with the consumer products group over there. Have a lot of feedback. They're one of our biggest clients in terms of licensors on the physical side.
Next drop is DC.
Yeah.
Confirmed by Trevor.
Go away now.
It's official.
Go.
All right. Let's leave Trevor alone. I mean, I don't want to put him in like an awkward position.
You had to shoot your shot. You had to shoot your shot. It's dude. You're the host. If you didn't do it, somebody else would. Probably me.
That's right.
So yeah.
I was just curious. That's what, just because my next question was like, have you actually seen the movie? Like, is it good?
All I know is what I've heard through the grapevine from the consumer products, because they screen test all this shit. So what I've
yeah, of course.
It's like performing so far above their expectations.
All right, good. Well, that's it. That's all I need to know. It sounds like when it eventually hits the cinemas, it's definitely going to be a must-see watch. I know I'm definitely going to be seeing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, has anyone actually seen the newest trailer they dropped for it?
It's dope.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I mean, like, there's a lot more action from Keaton. There's a lot more action from Supergirl. Yeah, I mean, like, I was actually quite I wouldn't say shocked, but I was just like, oh yeah, so this is how they're going to get around the fact that Cavill's not Superman anymore. They're just going to bring in Supergirl.
The Batwing and the Batmobile. I mean, oh man.
Oh my God, yeah. When I saw that Batmobile, I was just like, oh, nostalgia.
Can you imagine, like, with how AI is, in the future, you'll be able to make a whole cinematic universe in the style of Tim Burton with Michael Keaton seamlessly. So you can go through his rogues gallery, like, with a whole franchise of that going on.
By the way,
wouldn't that be cool?
Like, as someone who, like, game developer, the thing I'm most excited about with that whole AI stuff is how fast it allows you to make art and stuff like that, where you can, like, point to something where there's a lot of reference and say, give me something that looks and feels a little bit like this, but skin it to this world or this. Like, it's such an incredible tool to build such awesome, like, unique experiences like we've never had before. Like, I am so exactly what you're described is the kind of shit that gets me hyped up.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm just going through some of my Twitter posts here. Someone was asking a question. They missed Trevor's response to this. Trevor, what was your favorite Marvel Mighty?
I don't really have one. I like 2099 though because I like the character.
Oh, there
Miguel
we go.
O'Hara, right?
That's the one.
I'd have to go back through them. Let me see the Mighties that have been released.
Yeah,
the second one's probably Doctor Doom.
Yeah, Doctor Doom is pretty cool.
Doom is badass.
Oh, so
yeah, that
America.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, none of those right. Yeah, not the captain.
You could tell when Trevor left. That's all I got to say.
No, I'm here. Wait, what?
No. In the quality of the Mighties, just.
Yeah,
exactly.
Cool. Honestly, my favorite stuff that I worked on were more the realistic characters. Like I like the cartoony style is fun, but it's not my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm just looking through the whole one. Actually, some of the ones I liked also are the Eternals ones. I know people like fade that movie hard, but like some of them I like.
Yeah, I mean Eternals. Eternals was okay. I mean, it was a good movie, but it obviously wasn't like like Endgame like level. But I think it just introduced like a different aspect to like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like trying to get like into the whole like more spacey side of things.
I feel like they've been introducing space to the MCU for like 30 years now. So
basically, yeah.
If anything, I'm kind of ready to stop doing space stuff.
Yeah, let's have more stories on Earth. Like, it's a big planet. We don't see a lot. We see the Avengers Tower, Shield, base. That's it.
It's only getting worse, you guys, with Fantastic Four and it's going to get more cosmic.
X-Men
It's going to get further out in space, you guys.
Wow,
X-Men.
yeah.
It's all So sorry, Trevor. You're going to have to wait 10 years on that one. They're going to bring it while you might. You know what I mean? I'm just joking, but yeah.
New World Order.
Yeah, but New World Order. Actually, that's another one that's dropping in June as well. Is that the Secret Invasion from Disney Disney Plus? I mean that's gonna be another good watch.
It's coming up too.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun, man. Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
I
know you're hyped for that one.
Indiana Jones on the app. It was already mentioned in that article a long time ago.
Yeah.
And man, if we get the Idol or if we get the Ark.
Tell you what, I reckon there's a high probability that we'll probably get the Ark or even the Idol at one point, just because I think those two items, just in particular, are just so iconic with the franchise now.
That's some great speculation. Oh my God, MC, that is terrific,
dude.
Crafting.
Yeah.
Someone write that down.
Got Indiana, and it's the last movie coming up, and man, I'd like to get some artifacts from Indiana Jones, man, because it's it was mentioned like in a long time ago.
I just want them to airdrop a whip if you collect all the indies.
That'd be cool, yeah.
An animated whip. You could just
or just textbooks. You know how he's like a teacher, so you just drop a pile of textbooks that you can read later.
Yeah, or even Sean Connery's like little notepad with like when he's like hunting for the Grail. That'd be a good one.
You mean a whip?
The chair that they're trapped in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How about in like in Temple of Doom? Remember the club they're at the beginning is Club Obi-Wan. Remember that?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Give us a short round and the Shankara stones, and I mean Indiana Jones, like Raiders of the Lost Ark was. That was the first movie I ever saw in my life. At the theater, my dad took me, and shortly after was probably Star Trek 2. So those, I mean, it's not even just because of that. This is my favorite movie of all time, like Raiders of the Lost Ark. So
and the kid,
the
kid won an Oscar. MC, that kid who was like Dr. Jones.
I know.
Yeah,
he's in Goonies as well as Short Round.
Yeah.
And also, and date. Yeah.
right?
Sorry.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
what
He won the Oscar. Did you see his speech up there? And then, of course, Harrison Ford was up there, and they had like a little union, and that was so cool. Yeah, that was just the best.
Yeah. Also, a big shout out to Harrison Ford as well. I know I didn't realize that guy is actually 81. He is like killing it for an 81-year-old.
I know, right?
Yeah, he's in Shrinking on Apple TV. Or is that Apple
Yeah,
TV?
my mom loves that show.
Might be, yeah.
It's a great show. He's I mean, granted, he plays like an old man who's developing Parkinson's, so it's a little on the nose, but he's still great in it.
If he can still
Yeah,
be Indiana Jones and do that, that's some range, man. He's still able to come back and do that. That's badass.
yeah, and even like even outside of Indiana Jones, just like in his everyday life, like he just seems like he's really looking after himself, and he's looking really good for 81.
I forget what interview it was, but somebody was saying like Harrison Ford is the most fit person you'll know. Like for all his life, he just like jogs, he stays active, and he does not compromise with that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what he's going to bring to the MCU with being taken over Thaddeus Ross. So could we potentially see a Red Hulk Harrison Ford? Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be amazing.
And we got the comic too, right? It's all
We
coming.
do, yeah,
It's
we
all
do,
coming.
and we're still waiting for the collectible airdrops as well. Like, we got the green one, and we're still waiting for was it the other
Yeah.
4? Is it 5
We
in
have
total?
to collect all 4 to get the special Hulk, whatever that's going to be. So we have 3 more Hulk drops, and then we get a 4th or a 5th one that comes. We get an airdrop, so or something. I think, right? That's what the article says. So
yeah, something like that.
Red
Hope they're all
Hulk.
in different styles.
Confirmed that he's playing General Ross.
Yeah. He's taking over from William Hurt because he passed away.
Yeah, he did. He's going to be the president too. The president in the MCU as well.
Yeah, so that's really cool. Actually,
That's
just on the subject of actors passing away, did anyone see the news about Ray Stevenson apparently passed away at 58?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, for anyone who's not familiar with Ray Stevenson, he played Volstagg in Thor, and he also played the Punisher in Punisher Warzone.
He's a beast. He had he's one of the bearded ones with Lady Sif. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah,
and he's coming up in the Ahsoka show too. He plays some
that's
sort of
true. Yeah,
dude, and I was watching him. He got that interview when he came out at Star Wars Celebration like a month and a bit ago, and he was so stoked and so happy to be in the Star Wars universe, and his role coming up looks really cool. If you look at the trailers and stuff, he's got like a red lightsaber, and yeah, it's just so sad. It's just too bad. I mean, like that's going to be like his last thing, right? Star Wars stuff. So when you watch the Ahsoka show, you're going to be watching him, for the last time, right?
Yeah,
I think that's his last. Maybe he did other work we don't know about yet, but yeah, it's too bad. He was really funny in Thor as well. I forgot that he was that guy. Like that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, MC, I have a question for you. Did you realize that Silk is already kind of in the MCU? Cindy Moon, Nas told me about it yesterday in the Marvel Snap Alley space.
Yeah, we were talking about at the very start of the space, saying that she's already there, like in a younger form.
Yeah, wait, it's cool, right? Because like
in Homecoming.
Homecoming.
Yeah, it's cool, right? Because in the comics, she was in the background too before her full release, right? Isn't that kind of funny? Because like in the back, she made some cameos.
So all these kids,
she's going to be kind of funny.
Yeah, all these kids are there. She was in the math decathlon team or whatever that Peter gets back into when they go to Washington D.C. She was the Asian girl. That was that was really smart. Really kick ass on the team. So
yeah. I mean, her character is simply just called Cindy, and it's played by Tiffany Epstein. But yeah, like we were saying before, like at the start of the episode, that they've basically set it up so there is the potential that she could potentially come later on down the line.
Well, she's coming out with Silk has a series coming out on Amazon in June.
That is true. Yes, it is. So we were saying like now if might be a good time to pick up a Silk comic or two if that is something you're interested in. Obviously, like I've said before, nothing said on this channel is financial advice. Do what you will with your own capital at your own risk. But yeah, it seems like a really interesting upcoming character that could gain a lot of popularity.
Fun speculation.
Well, there's only 190 left in the store on VeVe. There's only 190. It's almost sold out now. And you guys might have helped sell it out there because nobody was buying it the first day, like not that many. I picked up the rare though,
I want that SR.
Yeah, I want the UR.
I have this nice trading card of her. It has that SR art. I like it. But
well, Hinano, you picked up physical copies too. You were posting that, right? Of some of her other comics too, right?
he's
hard at
probably
work.
off hard at work editing somewhere.
Yeah. He went. Yeah, he popped off to the bathroom. He'll be back.
That's it. But yeah, no, you are right. I saw the same post. I mean, like he's picked up a couple of physical comics as well, and also that lovely Peach Momoko variant cover as well, which looks absolutely beautiful. So that's another artist that I want to see some more work of on the app is more from Peach Momoko.
Yeah, I think David's a huge fan too, so I'm sure it's coming.
Yeah, I'm hoping they get some more work of hers on the app, but maybe she's a hard one to tie down.
Just going back to the cryptoys for a second, if you don't mind, because you asked earlier, and I only picked up one today. I picked up just one, and that's what I was saying. I was going to grab one and just see how it goes, have some fun with it. And I got the Luke with the pilot Luke, the red 5 Luke. It's like a rare one. Yeah, I want the common Vader. That's all I want. So that's the one that's easiest to get a lot, like that one and the Luke as well. So I might have to just get another one because I could wait until like in the future till a market opens or something. But I just want the Vader just because I want to open him up because I saw people opening him because like Granison, you said like it was funny, right? Like you open the cube and then you get it in the package. You just leave it in the package. I've just left mine in the package, but I saw people like opening up Vader, just the common Vader, and he's got his lightsaber there, and he's like, I just kind of want to play with him. I mean, you know what I mean? Like I know you got one. You got one today, right? The common Vader.
I got 3. So I pulled 10, and I got 3 common Vaders. I got 2 common Leias. Those are my only dupes, and then the rest were other stuff. But yeah, I opened one and I kept 2 closed.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, if I go for another one, it's funny if I go for another one because I don't want to do too many myself because I just don't have that much money to do it, right? But I like them, right? So if I go for another one, if I land like a legendary, that's going to be great. But I actually just want the common Vader. Like that's the one I want to play with.
It's so cool looking.
I'll probably end up getting like if I go for another one. My luck will be like I'll get like one of the legendaries or something, and that'd be great. But that's not the one I want. What's funny? I'll actually get it then. Instead of the
funny, like you'll be like so disappointed in getting like probably the most scarce one because it's not the one you want.
Because on VeVe all I ever get is commons, right? And so if I go over there, I'll end up getting a rare one or something or a grail, and I just want the common, right? So I mean, I'll wait once the marketplace opens up in the future or whatever. I'll go buy one, right? Like I'll go get a Vader probably, but I might mint another one just for fun. It's just good fun.
Is it also true as well that
you can't just have one?
Yeah, well, that's it. Is it also true as well that like when you go to unbox them or buy them or something that the unboxing button is too close to the buy button or something? Because I've seen a few threads on Twitter saying that people have been like accidentally unboxing their legendaries or their grails or anything like that.
I don't know. I never had an issue. No.
I think that people are tapping hella fast, and then they're mad that they tapped the thing. But it's not. It asks you because you have to. Once it finishes, it shows you, and then it's like, tap to unpackage. But you have to actually do it. Otherwise, you can just press back.
Yeah, right. So you actually have to confirm it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you basically, if you unbox it, then it's basically your own stupidity.
Yeah, you just
Well,
you must have been tapping the screen, excited.
yeah.
Well, you said crossover too, Granison. I want to be able to have my pilot Luke ride my Cringer because I actually have Cringer from
Let's
He-Man.
go.
Yeah, but I have it
Oh yeah, I
open
saw
as
that.
well. So I got the two of them, right? I bought a He-Man a while ago, like a week ago, just to see how it would look, like just to test it out. And yeah, I want Luke riding around the back of Cringer.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got a
that would be
battle
cool.
cat.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Game on the back of a battle cat. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I got the
Battle
rare.
Cat
I
would be
keep
better.
getting rares, so I got a rare battle cat. It would be dope to have like Vader on the back of a rare battle cat.
Yeah, right. Well, guys, I got about half an hour left on this stream, so I just want to do a quick thank you for everybody who's still with us. Thank you for everybody who's just still joining us for the first time. I see a lot of return listeners. I see a couple of names I recognize. Got PT Lewis in the house, Anon, Daniel Marquez. Thanks for coming, mate. Larry, what's it? Galaxy of Coins still here. Thanks for staying, mate. Casual, K Collects, D, Ace, Michael Camper. Thanks for coming back, buddy. Fro, always a pleasure, buddy. And anyone else who's joining us or still here, thank you so much for staying with us. This has actually been like a really really fun episode. Again, this is VeVe Wednesdays, brought to you by the VeVe Collective. Regular time slot of 8 till 10 Pacific Standard Time every Wednesday week, where we just talk VeVe, comics, fandom, TV, film, basically all the geeky stuff, and we just come together and just have a good chat and just geek out together. But yeah, it's been really fun, and I still got half an hour left. So again, if there's anybody who wants to jump up and say a few words, the floor is always open. So it's a safe space, friendly. Yeah, if you want to add anything to the conversation, or even just say hi, go for it.
I'll see you guys later. Thanks for having me. It's my first time on here, so I appreciate you letting me come up and talk my nonsense.
Oh, absolutely, mate. Oh, absolute pleasure. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us.
Thanks for cruising, Granison.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see you more in the future. Yeah, that's the first time I've actually spoke to Granison. He's a really cool guy.
Yeah, definitely. I thought he was on that VeVe Magic stream, but you might have gotten off by the time he got on.
No, he was. Yeah, he was on a little bit after I jumped off.
Got it. Yeah, really cool. We got Ace coming up, and then I just want to give a shout out to Evolved has a interview with Fro coming out tomorrow. Definitely check that out.
Oh yeah,
Uncommon podcast. Check out D actually got interviewed, so she's not hosting. She's being a guest on her own show, and Fro and the Biggest Bro and Evolve did a great job asking questions, so be sure to check those out. Just some people
definitely
that are in WebV that are doing awesome things and sharing their story. So it's always nice to get to know people on a deeper level.
Yeah, for sure. And we've also got just a post here from was it Ace about Speculation Nation? So what that looks interesting.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, Ace?
How we doing?
Not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, I heard Granison up here earlier, and I was like, did Mpacks get some swagger? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, no, Grandis was just nice enough to sort of drop into the spaces and just enjoy what he heard, and he decided to share a few words with us. So we're very grateful for that. And yeah, really really cool dude. But how's things with you, Ace?
Pretty good. I FOMO'd into this Toys thing. I was gonna buy one, but it was too fun. I ended up buying 5 of them.
And have you opened them yet?
Me too, bud. Me too.
Yeah. I got 3 common Lukes, and then I got a legendary Vader and a Grail Leia.
Ah, nice.
Is that Vader? The legend? Vader's the one with the with no helmet.
The cracked mask one.
Oh, the cracked mask. Oh,
yeah.
That's nice.
So I was pretty stoked with that.
Yeah, man, I'm right on the edge because it's Star Wars. They look amazing. They're so fun, and I bought just the one, and I'm like, I know they're not sold out. I knew they probably wouldn't, so there's time, but I want that common Vader, badly, and I might have to go for it.
Well, I've been in the Discord a little bit, and it sounds like they're working on either giveaways or trades before the marketplace, so that would be cool. And I think a lot of people would be more into it then. So,
well, I saw it. Yeah, that's cool. I saw Will, one of the founder. He tweeted actually for anyone who bought 5, DM him. He has something special for you.
Oh, really?
He tweeted that out. So anyone who bought 5, if you just go to him, follow him on Twitter, like Will, okay, the founder, one of the founders, right? Because there's 5, but yeah, just look at his tweet, and he follows a lot of people. I think you just have to DM him. Either I don't know if it's on Discord or on Twitter, but yeah, he's got something special for people who bought the max, like in one transaction.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah,
we also got
on the Twitter space before the drop. So yeah, he's a super cool guy, and I mean, he followed a nobody like me, so he's very, very down to earth and just really trying to make connections. So I love supporting the platform, love supporting guys like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, and on that point, sorry, Oz. Sorry.
Oh, no, go on, mate.
I was just gonna say on that point. So, like, last Friday, I was just doing just doing a live stream, right?
Yep.
And before the live stream, I was going to talk about the Cryptoys, because they just revealed the Leia variants, right? Yep. And so I put it in my thing that I was going to talk about, just look at them, have fun with them. And so actually, because he followed me like a week ago, because I made an original video about Cryptoys, just really kind of looking at the platform, not hyping it, just really just giving an honest viewpoint of it, because the marketplace and all that kind of stuff. And so it's cool. I got some good feedback from him and the team, and then and they follow a lot of people, right? So I actually sent like Cryptoys themselves just a little DM saying, hey, I'm doing a live stream, and I'm going to talk about the Leia stuff. If you want to pop in, that's cool. And I didn't actually direct it to anybody in particular, just to the Cryptoys themselves on Twitter. And so I got a message back right away saying, hey, that's cool. We'll see if there's anyone around from the team that could pop in. And it was just casual, right? Like nothing special. Yep. And so like the founder shows up, like Will, and of course Freddie, who's like the other co-founder who does all the art. Like this guy's one of the guys. I mean, this is the main dude who does all the art. And so they show up on my live stream. You can go watch it, right? They just popped in, and like it's really interesting because I know they're going around and they're making videos with people and stuff, and they're like trying to promote Cryptoys, and that's cool. I mean, that's great. I'm glad they're doing it. But I've been on VeVe for like almost like a year and a half to almost 2 years, and I still have not gotten David Yu on my channel, the founder, or Dan. Yeah, right. And I haven't really asked them. I haven't pushed it because I'm not really like that. I'm not like that. I'm not trying to get them on the channel, but the fact that these guys, like, they're just brand new. And I know people will say, well, they're new and they're trying to promote, but still they come on, we just chat for 15 minutes, super cool guys, like just like super open. And that to me is, I think that's pretty cool. That made me really feel like, yeah, these guys are like pretty down to earth, like I know David Yu's down to earth too. And he's great for people that get to talk to him, but you know what I mean? It kind of made me think. I was like, this is kind of really interesting what they're doing here, how close they're being and how open they're being to everybody. So I kind of liked that. And I liked all the stuff they had to say about what they're planning, what they're trying to do at some point in the future. So, so anyway, yeah, to support what they're doing is pretty easy. I mean, even just buying one for me was good enough, but I thought that was interesting that they came in. I was really appreciative of it.
Who thinks I should go on my Collectables channel? Woo!
Guys,
yeah,
Trevor.
Let's do it.
Guys,
do it.
Trevor, man, I've been waiting for McFarlane to blow me away.
You said promote.
Guys, can I ask you a question?
Yeah. Sorry.
No need to be sorry. I'm a guest in your space. No need to be sorry. I'm just asking if I can ask a question.
Of course you can.
I grew up with a guy, and some of you may know who he is, Tom Nguyen. And he totally knows Doug Mankey. He has done tons of Batman, tons of Marvel comics. He's one of the best artists on the planet. And he 100% idolized, and I grew up with him at the time, Todd McFarlane on Spider-Man. In my opinion, he does Spider-Man better than Todd McFarlane. A lot of people could argue. It doesn't matter. He's great. He's done Marvel. He's done DC. Tom Nguyen. Why do these comic book companies hire these guys and suppress them and not bring them up to the top when they know they're great? That's my question, because I grew up with the guy. I care for him. Tom Nguyen is an absolutely great artist out of Minneapolis, and he's all over. He's done Batman, Spider-Man again, but why do they suppress new art? That's my question. Does anyone know this answer? I'm just looking for some facts. Thank you.
What do you say?
Yeah, no.
Them like publishers, or or them like the artists who are already in the space?
He's already done the art. He's inked many Marvel and DC comics. He's been around for quite some time, and everybody knows that, in my opinion, and you look at his art, Tom Nguyen, he idolized Todd McFarlane, but he's surpassed him, in my opinion. He's gone to a different level, but they won't let him. They have him ink it, but they won't have him have anything to do with drawing it and doing the big books. Like Amazing Spider-Man would be his dream. It would be his dream. Even though he's done Batman, he's done the Hood. Like, if you look up Tom Nguyen's name, he's absolutely prominent. I grew up with him since kindergarten. He could draw Spider-Man in kindergarten, but I don't understand why they won't push on great people that can do great things. I'll sound off on that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, sorry, I definitely don't have the answer to that question.
I don't have the answer to that one either. That sounds like that's a question for. That sounds like a publishing thing over at Marvel, to be honest.
Well, but he's drawn for Marvel. He's done X-Men. He's done Spider-Man, but he's never been a lead person. He's copied and done better with McFarlane. In my opinion, I love McFarlane. He's my favorite comic book artist of all time. Todd McFarlane. Hell yeah. Are you kidding me? I love him. But Tom he grew up on him in 6th grade, and the guy is phenomenal. I don't understand why people don't put him higher than what he is.
Do you mind pinning? Can you pin something so that we can check them out? We would love to, because I've never heard of them, but I'd love to support.
Yeah. He's friends with
do it.
You know who Doug Mankey is, right?
Yes, we do. Yep, I'm familiar with that.
Like, me and him have hung out with Doug Mankey. Like, I know, like, I've met Doug because he's best friends with him. He actually did Mass Comics with him too. I'm not good at pinning. I'm horrible at Twitter, but if you look up Tom Nguyen, he's a very, very good artist, and I always push Stan. He's always loved Stan Lee, the whole project. I just want him to do a few amazing Spider-Man comic books. I don't even know if they're still doing Amazing Spider-Man, but you know what? The guy's fucking awesome. I'll try to pin it, guys. I'll try to pin it for you. But
yeah, for sure, mate.
But
just look him up.
Thank you for sharing.
Tom Nguyen. He's done Batman. He did Red Hood. He even did Red Hood. He did Red Hood for Batman.
Definitely, mate.
Thank you.
So like Dono said, like, if you can find any of his work, pin it on Twitter. So we'll try and get it circulating, get everybody aware of his name, that we can try and show some support for him that way. But like Trevor said, that sounds like a publishing question. So sorry we can't really answer that one for you, bud. But definitely pin some of his work, and we'll try and get it circulating for you. Michael Camper, so you've had your hand up for a little while there, mate. Sorry to keep you waiting. How you been?
Hi guys, I'm doing good. Here at work as usual. Doing some work here. Uh, Fun conversation over there. Thank you for talking about the Seal comic. I just went and started buying a few from VeVe, and after the fourth one, I got a secret rare. So uh, that was fun. I just got one of those. The other thing is, I did buy some cryptoys. I actually I went crazy about 15 of them. But luckily, I completed the legendary set, so I have the Vader, the Leia, and the Luke legendary set.
Nice.
And I still have and I still have four boxes that I'm gonna leave sealed. But within the 11 that I opened, I got five legendaries. Nothing more exclusive than that.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, no, thank you. That's great.
Well done.
Yeah, I also talked to Will. Now I saw his tweet and he followed me right back and he was talking to me for a while, DMing me, and yeah, it seems like a pretty down to earth founder person, very accessible to talk to. So that's always good in a project, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like if you can actually like get down like on a good level with like the customer basis and like really connect with people and you're just an all around cool dude. I mean, like that's definitely going to help people connect with your product.
Yeah, and it will be fun if they can. He was telling me like, yeah, they're trying to plan to do some at least trading, if not a marketplace, that we can be swapping some of his collectibles. That would be pretty fun. Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe they got something like that planned for further on down the line.
hmm Yeah. But yeah, fun
Cool.
conversation, guys.
Yeah, no worries. Again, like I always say, like thank you for taking the time to listen to our channel and taking the time to speak with us, man. Always a pleasure. And again, always I always take I see all the giveaways and things you do in other people's chats and other things you do outside this group. Thank you for everything you do for the community as well. Guys, I've got about 2 minutes before my kids start kicking my door in because everyone's awake. But yeah, I just want to open the floor up real quick to anybody who wants to say some quick words. So my collectible Hinano, go for it, guys.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that something cool, like the mentality of the Cryptoys owners. So I was in their Discord earlier today and listening to the whole that stuff, and they were reading comments and having fun with the whole thing. And one of them went, and Will went. I guess I don't know what somebody might have commented, like maybe comparing them to Star Wars to VeVe stuff or whatever. And all he said was, "Hey, we're all in this together. The platforms we're all, we're not comparing. We're just all raising the whole floor together. Like this is the kind of mentality they seem to have, is to like not pit themselves up against other platforms. Just like if we all do well, we all do well. And I really like that kind of like I really liked hearing that from them the last couple of weeks. That's the kind of thing that makes me that's the kind of thing that turns me into a customer, is when people do that kind of thing, when they like raise the bar overall and don't compete, like, because there's enough space for everybody, especially when it's different. So I just wanted to throw that in there with backing up what Michael was saying there.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I completely agree. I mean, like, there's plenty of this space to go around for everybody, and everyone's doing their own like unique and different thing, and whether that be McFarlane, VeVe, Palm, Rico, any or Cryptoys, or any of them. Like, everyone's doing their little piece of the space to try and grow the whole. Sorry guys. Hinano. So you're gonna have to be the last one, mate, because I literally got my kids about to kick my door in.
Yeah, hey, sorry about that. I actually got to run too, which is why I raised my hand. Hey, thanks for a good space, Osman, everyone in this space. My collectibles, to answer your question real quick. Yeah, it was a Peach Momoko variant that I bought for the new miniseries that just launched for Silk. I haven't read it yet, but I hear it's like a film noir feel for it. But yeah, check out that comic, and I'll check you guys out later. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for coming, guys. All right. Unfortunately, I really am sorry to cut this short, just only because I can't hold my kids back anymore because they're angry, hungry, and ready to kick my door in. So again, thank you everybody for joining us for this episode. DYNO, thank you for co-hosting. Trevor, Michael, Ace, Nos, My Collectables, thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your busy days to join us. Everyone who's just jumped in or still with us, Fro, Kid Arcade, say thank you for jumping in. Sorry we can't stay, mate. D, K, Larry, PT Lewis, Anon, basically everyone else in my list that I can see that I don't have time to shout names out to. But thank you guys so much for coming back. I really appreciate you taking your time. It's been a really fun episode. I've had a lot of fun. Stay tuned for next week. Again, this is WebV Wednesdays, brought to you by the WebV Collective. We do this Twitter space every Wednesday from 8 till 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we just basically just chill, talk Marvel, comics, film, TV, fandom, anything is basically going on in the space. I've been your host, Ozman Collect 63. Like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. Support everybody in the space. Keep an eye out for the Unreal Uncommon podcast. Support everybody in the space. Kid Arcade, support his work as well. This guy's always doing amazing airdrops for the community. Grab one of his Kid Arcades and you can get involved in that. K Collects, so another shout out to you as well. Tune into a channel. Another fantastic human being, which I had a lot of fun with appearing on her channel as well. And yeah, all right, guys, that's me. Take care. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you all next week.
Thank you, everybody. Catch you later.
All right, take care, guys. Bye.